Hi, it's Rachel with Stirring the Deep. I wrote a blog this morning, a post on my blog at stirringthedeep.com about defeating illness. And I actually want to take this time in this video to expand a little bit more on that, why now in this time that when you start God is drawing near, okay, in truth and spirit. And that means that His Spirit is calling out to you from within and to lead you in the paths of wisdom and righteousness. And also His Spirit gives you the power to walk in what He asks you to do, to walk in that obedience. And what you will see is that when you're actually obedient and walking in the ways of God, it leads you into all that you desire. And so that as you walk in obedience around you, your life becomes one of rest and peace and joy and free from illnesses and sicknesses. And this is the coming of the kingdom of God, that He is coming in truth and spirit. Christ is coming and filling us. That is our salvation, is that He enters and has a union with our very soul so that we are directed and governed by Him. And so as that happens, and because His kingdom is starting, and it's starting to grow here, and it's starting as a mustard seed, it's starting small, and it starts within you, and that's where you'll hear the call of His voice. And as you follow that voice, and as you are obedient to what He's calling you to do, and you start walking in righteous love, because that's what His voice is always going to be leading you to do, is to lead you to loving love, true pure love that's full of honor and respect and of the highest esteem. And there's nothing else that's in there. There's no fear. There's no other motivation for what you do except it's that pure love. And that's what every act that you do should be full of. And that is what's transitioning in your spirit right now as you follow that wisdom, and that voice of wisdom that's within you is transitioning so that everything you do, every thought is out of love. And as that happens, everything that's of death is leaving your life. And so this is the kingdom of heaven coming to earth, and this will continue to grow. It has started, and it will continue to grow until it fills the entire earth, because that's what the mustard seed does. It only takes one little place, and when that life is here in the power of God, it will grow and it will continue until it dominates and controls everything. And so His kingdom is established in righteousness. And so what we experience in that, if you have the eyes to see, the ears to hear, is that it comes from within you, and that's how you start embracing the kingdom, because we are creative beings and we are creating this world around us. And right now you see what we have created. It's been a lot of death and destruction because evil has had its reign here. But when the power of Christ's Spirit starts coming in this earth, then it's going to take over that reign of evil. But it's a slow process, and it has to be a transition. I think a lot of people are mistaken by all these images that have been around the truth, that have been created by religion, that aren't right. And so they're not really looking for what's happening or understanding how it's going to happen. But you have to move in and transition into the presence of God, because it is absolutely overwhelming, and you can only take in so much, and it is so pure and it is so holy, and you have to go through that transformation, but it's beautiful. And you go through that transformation by tuning into God's voice and listening to that and following Him, so that as you're established in righteousness, things around you start changing, because that's what life does. It's like you're being filled with the liquid light of God, which is truth, which is Christ. Christ is truth, which is righteousness, because His truth is love. It's all describing the same thing, which is you starting to be renewed and walking in that, and as that changes your environment, and it affects other lives. And this is what's happening now. And so as this happens, everything that causes you angst is leaving, because everything that comes out of lies causes fear and angst and stress and worry, which translates into diseases and illnesses and all these things. So when you are purged from the inside out so that all the lies are replaced because the truth is here and you're listening to that truth and you're following that truth instead of the ways that you have been walking, then you're going to completely transition and it's going to change your life. And we're transitioning into a stage where there is no more illnesses, there are no more sicknesses, because there aren't in heaven. There aren't in the kingdom of heaven, because it's full of peace and love and righteousness. So that means God's purging you of every fear, of everything that's counter to Him, of every sin. And that sin is anything that is done that harms yourself or other people, whether you're conscious or not. And it goes down to what's the intents of your heart. So that's what's being renewed. God's taking out that heart of stone and giving you a heart of flesh. And as He does that, you are transformed and you're moved into the kingdom of heaven, where there is no more sorrow, there is no more pain. There's only growing rest and love and peace. So these people that are embracing this are growing in all these in these areas, and the people that aren't, they're just growing in the unrest. But life is here. The power to engage it, to be a part of it, for it to be filled with those living waters where they're streaming out of you, that is here. And how you engage that is by listening and having your mind renewed, because that will totally transform your being. Till next time, keep stirring the deep. It's the one thing that changes everything else.